Yo, what is going on YouTube? So I'm back again with another comparison video. As you guys can see from the title, today we're going to be comparing two blasters. The Dart Zone Thunderbolt versus the Dart Zone MK3. Which one is better? Well, we're about to find out in this video, so let's get started. Okay, so let's first start off with the Dart Zone Thunderbolt. So the Thunderbolt is pretty much the same thing as the MK3. It's flywheel, it takes magazines, but it is a little bit different from the MK3 since they're very different from each other. The Thunderbolt does not shoot half-length darts, it shoots only full-length darts like these guys right here. So, yeah, I haven't used this camera in a while, but anyways, this Thunderbolt is green, it's like a lime green with the little orange accent. And it has removable sight, so it has this sight right here, and then it has another removable sight, which is right here with the little hexar, so you guys can like aim using this thing. So that's pretty cool, and you can just attach the sights on like this. And before I attach, there are two tactical rails, so one up front, and then another one in the back for the two included sights. But this blaster is also compatible with some airsoft attachments, I think. So I think that's pretty cool. I like how the sights are adjustable, so you can adjust them to like any angle that you would like. So yeah, I think that's a pretty cool feature. So they're very smooth and very easy to take out. So that's what I'm a big fan of. And the magazine that comes with the blaster is like a standard 15 round magazine. So this is new actually. This is from the Dart Zone. This is the kind of like transparent blue in a way, and it comes with these chili darts from Dart Zone. Dart Zone usually has a lot of different darts, and you can just load them in like this. I was about to load the dart in the wrong way, but you can just load in the darts like that, and then stick it into the blaster, and then you should be good to go. And the magazine is that little flappy paddle, so you hit that, and then you should be able to take out your mag. You can hit it with like your middle finger to take out the mag, or you would just use your offhand, like your thumb, to take out the magazine. So I think that's pretty cool. And the magazine release, very smooth. Taking the magazine out and in, very smooth. It's just like the MK3. It's smooth. And to the grip and the rev trigger area, the grip is very comfortable, very tactile feel, because that's what Dart Zone is for. They're for like power and tactical feeling, like so. As you can see, the rev trigger, I did complain about this in the review of the Thunderbolt yesterday. You guys haven't seen that review, go check it out. But I complained about it because the rev trigger is way too big, and it actually takes up 2 of my fingers actually, so it actually feels kind of uncomfortable. But I wish they would make it like the Dart Zone MK3, where the rev trigger is just one piece, so it doesn't have to be big like this, because it's not necessary to do it like that. So yeah, I kind of have to zonk that. And it does have a adjustable stock, just like the MK3. But the MK3 doesn't have actual removable stock attachment, so you can attach this to a different blaster you want. And it also exposes a stock attachment on the blaster, so you want to add a different stock on, you totally can. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, overall, it has a front grip here, so you can fire the blaster. Not fire. You can hold the blaster. So you can take this thing out, and it exposes another tactical rail on the bottom, but you can't remove the grip like up top, like you can just remove the sights like that. You have to remove the 2 screws under these 2 holes right there, and then you should be able to take out the grip and expose another tactical rail if you want to add a different grip on. So yeah, that's a little bit cool to mention. And this blaster does run on 6 AA batteries, which is quite a lot for a blaster, because these blasters are powerful, so they require a lot of batteries. But the MK3 is compatible with a LiPo battery too, and AA batteries. I will mention that once I get to the MK3. But for right now, you just open up this battery tray right here, and then just open it, and install your 6 AA batteries, and you should be good to go. And there's an access door present only on the left hand side, not the right hand side. And once you open that access door, you can clear any jams and malfunctions as you guys have. But I did not have to do that. I run this blaster to, many different rounds, and it had no problem. So the Dart Zone Thunderbolt is semi-auto. It's not fully automatic like the MK3, but it has that very tactile, very smooth trigger pull, just like the Strife. So that's what I'm a big fan of. And I did mention in my video that this thing is the Strife killer. So yeah, this thing, very, very much solid. I do like the Thunderbolt. It's one of my favorite. And I like the magazine too. It looks pretty cool. So yeah, compatible with Nerf Mags. So a lot of people wasn't complaining about the Adventure Force not taking any Nerf magazines. So, but that's for Adventure Force. This is Dart Zone, so it's a different brand. So I'm glad that they made it compatible with Nerf Mags, so I can use most of like my 18 round, my 25 round drum or something like that. So yeah, overall magazine release, very smooth. I like it. Very easy to reload too. You can do a tactical reload with this thing, which I tried and it works pretty good. So overall, let's get to the MK3 and then let's see how it feature and its mobility compared to the Thunderbolt. So let's get to the MK3. Okay, so now let's talk about the MK3. So the MK3 doesn't have a barrel attachment just like the Thunderbolt, because these are Dart Zone, not Elite Blaster. And on the bottom of the barrel is a tactical rail, and then up top there's another one, and it comes with the red dot, which I'm gonna take it out to show you guys. So here's the red dot. So it has a little switch on this side. You just flip it and you turn it on. As you can see, the red dot pops up right there, which is pretty neat. It has that little let me put the blaster so I can show you guys. It has the little little light right there, which shines into the glass. But the red dot is actually so bright sometimes that in dark condition it washes out on the glass. So I've been keeping mine off most of the times. And this blaster, I said blaster. The red dot runs on 2 AAA batteries, so you have to install it, because if you don't install it, you can't even use the red dot. So yeah, but taking the red dot off exposes a super long tactical rail. So you want to add any airsoft attachments on there, you totally can. But it obviously comes with the red dot, and I like to use it because it looks super cool. A little bit more harder to move up and down compared to the Thunderbolt. So, but not really big of a deal because you got adjust it to any length and you just keep it there. So yeah. But this blaster runs on 8 AA batteries, not 6, 8, because it's way more powerful than the not the MK3, the Thunderbolt. So it requires more batteries. So once you open up this battery tray, you install 8 AA batteries. But if you look at the battery tray, you see a little screw. You just get the screwdriver, the Phillips head screwdriver, and open it up. This blaster is actually compatible with a 2S or a 3S LiPo battery. So that. I'm glad that Dart Zone made that, but they didn't mention about it in their, release. So, I don't know why they didn't mention about that. I guess they want us spending money on batteries, which I'm probably not going to do. I'm probably going to switch to a 2S LiPo or a 3S LiPo soon, because they probably hit more faster, and the range is going to be a little bit more farther with the 3S LiPo, because, it's more powerful, and the volts is a little bit more than the AA battery. So yeah, that's a good thing to point out. And to the grip, solid about this thing. The grip is rubber texture. I do like it a lot, and the rubber, it works very well. It gives you like a more tactical feel compared to like a plastic grip or something like that. And let's go to the magazine. Now the magazine release is just like this flappy paddle, just like the Thunderbolt, but this one is way more easier to press because it's a lot more closer to your finger than the Thunderbolt. So once you hit that, you take out your magazine, and the magazine that comes with the blaster is pretty much just like the Thunderbolt, but it's just like a different design. Also 15 round, and this blaster is also compatible with half-length magazines and half-length darts. So if you want to use the half-length magazine, you have to use the half-length mag converter. So you put the converter in first, and then you put in your half-length magazine, and just like that, you can be able to fire half-length darts without mods, in shells too, if you can buy it from a store, or online, which is, you know, pretty common nowadays since this thing cannot be found in stores anymore. Maybe in your country there is, but not where I live. I go to every Target and I still can't find this thing, and they're pricing it for $130 on a Target when you can get it for like $30 on Amazon, which is crazy. But the stock is also adjustable. It comes with a little stock right here, but you can also take off the stock completely, just like that, and it exposes a tube, so you can put like a Nexus Pro stock in here since the tube shape is pretty much the same. So, and you can put this on your Nexus Pro too, which is pretty cool, and you can also put it on the Thunderbolt. So I think that's pretty cool. And the thing I'm gonna have to complain about this blaster, when I first used it, it was working fine, but after a few days, sometimes the blaster will not rev up for some reason actually. And I actually searched it up, and it was something faulty with the rev trigger. The switch was like bent or something, so it was having problem revving. Right now I can't even rev the blaster at all. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with this one. But I don't know if I received like a faulty one, but sometimes it revs up and sometimes look at this, it just doesn't rev up at all. So yeah, but anyways, to the switch. So on right now it's on semi, but if I switch it to all the way to that side, and it's on full auto, and the trigger pull is very smooth on the full auto, but this blaster is not as fast on the full auto like many other blasters, because as you can see on the under, it doesn't have a conveyor belt. You may think that black piece in there is a conveyor belt, but it's actually not. It's just a centerpiece to keep your darts like straight when they fly out. It's not actually a conveyor belt, so the full auto is going to be a lot more slower than like the Hyperfire, the Rapid Strike, and many other things like that. But this thing, I cannot rev it. It does have batteries inside, but sometimes it just malfunctions and it doesn't rev. I don't know why darts don't design their blaster like that. Like, if I was in the middle of a Nerf war, I can't rev this blaster. Like, how am I supposed to shoot? Like this thing requires like flywheels to shoot. Like it runs on batteries, but I don't know. Dart zones is just weird. So yeah, overall, that's the thing I'm gonna have to complain with. So yeah, overall, the Dart Zone Pro MK3 is pretty standard. You know, pretty tactile look feeling, but mine is not revving up for some reason, even though it has batteries. So yeah, let's get to a firing test and see how these two perform. So yeah, let's get to a firing test. Okay, so now we're at the firing test of the Thunderbolt, and I'm gonna fire test the Thunderbolt first, and I'm gonna be using the chili darts that come with the blaster. Right here, it's like these little red darts, and darts don't call them chili darts. I have no idea why, but I'm gonna fire it at my cabinet to see how it hits, and then I'm gonna try it with the MK3. The MK3 wasn't revving for some reason, so I decided to put some rechargeable batteries in there, and they started working just fine. And I do recommend some rechargeable batteries for the MK3, because, you know, 8AA batteries, like imagine them going dead and you have to replace them every time. So with rechargeable batteries, you can just charge them up and put them back into the blaster, and you can just use them and you should be good to go. So I recommend the rechargeable batteries. But let's get to the final test of the Thunderbolt and see how it performs, because I feel like I talk too much. So yeah, anyways, let's see how it performs. Smooth trigger. Okay, so firing test is pretty smooth. It cleared the mag, no problem. No jams or malfunctions or anything like that. Overall, very smooth trigger pull. The Thunderbolt firing test, not bad. Excuse me. But let's get to the MK3 now. Okay, so now we're gonna fire the MK3 and see how it performs. Make sure it's revving. Okay, finally. But sometimes, like if you leave the blaster for a while and then you pick it back up, it doesn't even rev. So I'm not sure what is wrong with this. I hear a lot of people were complaining about the MK3's rev trigger. But yeah, let's get to the fire test and see how the MK3 performs. I'm gonna fire the long darts first. These are called the bamboo darts. And I'm also gonna try some short bamboo darts too, because this blaster is compatible both with full-length darts and half-length darts. So yeah, let's see how it performs. With full-length dart first. Immediate power difference. Oh wow. So something is wrong with this MK3. Sometimes it doesn't even rev up. But let's try out the half-lane darts now, I guess. Let's switch to full auto. Dang, it cleared out the half-lane dart just fine. But yeah, sometimes this thing doesn't want to rev up. Look at this. Okay, it revs up now, but sometimes it doesn't even want to rev up. So overall, the fire test of the MK3, yeah, very solid. But I'm just kind of upset that sometimes it doesn't want to rev up. I'm not sure if they sent me a defective one, but wow, while I was firing, the blaster didn't rev up for a second. I just smacked the blaster and it just started revving up again. Look at this. Sometimes it rev up, so, like this thing is defective, but overall firing test, not bad. Okay, so as you guys can see, that was the firing test of the MK3 and the Thunderbolt. So overall, the MK3, yeah, it was acting a little weird, right? And this is not the first time it was acting weird. That rev trigger, it started happening like 2 days ago after I bought the blaster and I reviewed it. While I was reviewing it, the blaster had no problem. Like it revs up just fine, but I don't know why now. Look at this. Sometimes it revs up, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know. Dartzone needs to look back at the MK3 actually, but overall fire test of the MK3 very solid. Obviously, it's powerful with these motors. I'm not sure if it's defective or something. Maybe I need to open this thing up to see what's going on. So yeah, overall fire test of the MK3. You know, I like the MK3. It's still one of my favorite blasters, but I'm just kind of upset that it still has that problem. So yeah, if you set down the blaster for a while and then pick it back up, like you can't rev it. So that's the thing about the Zonk about the MK3. Like, I hate to say it myself, but I'm not sure why it has that problem. And the Thunderbolt worked just fine. Rev trigger, rev up just fine. You know, the Thunderbolt performs very good, very solid. I do like the Thunderbolt. It shoots very accurate and pretty hard too. Not as hard as the MK3, but harder than most standard Nerf blasters. So, yeah, overall, both of these fire good. And now to the question. Which one is better, the MK3 or the Thunderbolt? I mean, well, this one stands at 25 bucks. This one stands at $30. So, for about $5 more, you can get a more powerful one. So, I'm guessing the MK3. But I hope you guys did not get a defective one like I did. I just changed the batteries. I put some rechargeable batteries in there. And it started working just fine now, but I'm not sure if I set the blaster down for like a long period of time, and if I pick up the blaster and play with it again, I'm not sure it will have the same problem. But you know, I will try some new batteries. You know, I have some coming in, so yeah, I will like test out with new batteries to see if it still has that problem. But if it does, I may have to open the blaster to check the rev trigger to make sure it's like the piece in there is not like bent or something, or it's not like interfering with something where the blaster can't be revved. So right now it revs just fine, but sometimes it doesn't rev, which is weird. And the MK3 is good, compatible with half-lane darts too. You know, it works just fine. You know, and these half-lane darts are way more accurate than the long darts actually, because they're more shorter, because they're more lighter. So you know, they fly more farther. So that's why. But anyways, both are good, but I would have to recommend the MK3 because the MK3 is still one of my favorite blasters. So yeah, that's all about the comparison video of the MK3 and the Thunderbolt. I was a little bit disappointed in the MK3 for that problem, but yeah, I hope Dartzone will fix that soon. And I hope they didn't send me a defective one. I know it's not a defective one, it worked just fine, but it's just something wrong with the rev trigger. I did search it up on Google, and they say it was something like with the bending with like the plastic inside the rev trigger or something like that. So I'm probably gonna have to open mine up to see what's going on, but overall these both perform good. You know, I love both of the blaster, MK3, Thunderbolt, both perform good. I would recommend both of them. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen my review on the MK3 or the Thunderbolt, go check that out. But yeah, overall, that's all about my comparison video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. And, you know, I'm still a little bit sick. You know, I'm still recovering. But hopefully I get better soon and post more video for you guys. So, yeah, that's all about this comparison video. If you guys want me to compare any more Nerf Blaster or Dart Zone Blaster, make sure to drop a comment down below. I may review them blasters next. So, yeah, overall, that's all about this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.